Now, if you're a senior and you drink coffee every morning, stop what you're doing and listen closely because what I'm about to share could literally change the way you age from this day forward. You see, for years, we've been told coffee is just a pick-me-up, something to get us through the day. But the truth is, your morning coffee can be one of the most powerful longevity tools in your kitchen if you add the right powder to it. And no, I fiend up and not talking about sugar or cream or those fancy flavored syrups that do nothing but spike your blood sugar and age your cells faster than you can say refill. I'm talking about nutrient-dense, science-backed powders that can transform your coffee into a fountain of youth elixir, something that boosts your energy, sharpens your mind, heals your gut, protects your heart, and even makes your skin look years younger. So if you're over 50 or even over 70, you need to stay till the end of this. Because I promise once you learn what these powders do inside your body, you'll never drink plain coffee again. MCT oil powder, the brain booster you never knew you needed. Let's start with one of my favorites, MCT oil powder. Now, most people think of coffee as a caffeine delivery system, but seniors, your brain doesn't run on caffeine. It runs on fuel. And as we age, our ability to use glucose, sugar for energy plummets. That's one reason you might walk into a room and forget what you were looking for. Enter MCTs, medium chain triglycerides. These are special fats that bypass your sluggish digestion and go straight to your liver where they're turned into ketones, the cleanest burning brain fuel known to man. When you add MCT oil powder to your morning coffee, you're literally flipping a metabolic switch, telling your body to stop relying on sugar and start burning fat for energy. And that's a huge deal because studies show that seniors who fuel their brain with ketones experience better memory, sharper focus, and fewer energy crashes throughout the day. But here's where it gets even more shocking. MCT oil doesn't just feed your brain, it protects it. Ketones reduce inflammation, repair damaged neurons, and may even help fight off cognitive decline. That's right. A simple spoonful of MCT oil powder in your coffee each morning could be helping your brain age backward. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Doctor once said fat make me gain weight. Actually, the opposite. MCT oil helps your body release hormones that tell your brain I SEP full, so you eat less naturally. That SEP's why people who add it to their coffee often say I SEP not even hungry till lunchtime. Imagine that. Better focus, more energy, and effortless weight control, all from one scoop of a powder that tastes like cream. That's the magic of MCTs. Collagen powder, the fountain of youth inside your mug. Next up, the one your skin, joints, and bones have been begging you for, collagen powder. Let me tell you something you might not know. After age 40, your body's collagen production drops by about 1% every single year. By 60, that's a massive loss. And collagen isn't just about wrinkles or sagging skin. It's literally the glue that holds your body together. Your bones, your muscles, your tendons, your gut lining, everything depends on it. So when seniors complain of creaky knees, thin skin, or gut discomfort, one of the biggest culprits is collagen breakdown. Now here's the shocker. You can actually rebuild that lost collagen, and your morning coffee is the perfect delivery system. When you add a scoop of high-quality collagen powder to your coffee, the amino acids it contains, like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, go straight to work repairing your connective tissues. Clinical studies have shown that people who take collagen daily see significant improvements in skin elasticity, joint comfort, and even bone density. But here's where it gets even better. Collagen supports your gut health, and you know I'm obsessed with gut health because when your gut lining is strong, you absorb more nutrients, reduce inflammation, and keep your immune system calm. That's why I tell my older patients if your morning coffee doesn't have collagen in it, you're missing a golden opportunity to literally rebuild yourself from the inside out. And it couldn't be easier. Collagen dissolves perfectly, it's flavorless, and it turns your coffee into a silky, protein-rich drink that keeps you full and focused all morning long. Forget fancy creams and joint pills. Collagen coffee is your new anti-aging ritual. Keopodover, the delicious heart protector. Now let's talk about one of my absolute favorites. Cacao powder. Yes, the same ingredient that gives dark chocolate its rich, heavenly flavor. But this isn't about dessert, it's about defense because cacao is one of the most polyphenol-rich foods on the planet. Polyphenols are plant compounds that fight oxidative stress, the rusting that happens inside your cells as you age. And if you're over 60, oxidative stress is your worst enemy. It damages your arteries, your skin, even your DNA. But cacao's polyphenols, especially one called epicatechin, help reverse that damage. In fact, studies show that seniors who consume cacao regularly have better blood flow, lower blood pressure, and improved heart function. One clinical trial found that older adults who drank a cacao-rich beverage daily saw a 20% improvement in memory and processing speed. That's huge. And here's why adding cacao powder to your coffee is genius. The caffeine in coffee works synergistically with cacao's theobromine, another gentle stimulant that lifts mood and energy without the jittery crash. So instead of just waking up your body, you're waking up your heart and brain. And yes, cacao has one more hidden benefit. It triggers the release of serotonin and dopamine, your feel-good hormones. So your morning coffee doesn't just energize you, it makes you happier. But here's a warning. Don't confuse cacao with cocoa. Cocoa powder is processed with high heat, which destroys most of those precious polyphenols. You want raw, unprocessed cacao powder, the good stuff. One scoop in your coffee, and you've just turned your morning brew into a heart-healing, mood-boosting, brain-protecting super drink. Mu-etch room powder, the quiet neurohackers hiding in your coffee. Now let me tell you about a class of powders that feels almost too good to be true. Medicinal mushroom powders. Lion's mane, chaga, reishi, cordyceps. These aren't the mushrooms you find on pizza. These are ancient medicinal fungi that have been used for thousands of years to sharpen minds, bolster immunity, and lengthen life. If you're a senior, listen closely. Your brain and immune system are like a garden. Over the decades, weeds, inflammation, oxidative stress, poor sleep, infections choke out the flowers. Medicinal mushrooms are the master gardeners. They prune, nourish, and restore balance. Older adults often struggle with sleep and stress, and chronic stress is a silent killer. It ages your blood vessels, suppresses immunity, and erodes cognition. Reishi modulates the immune system and helps reduce the inflammatory signaling that quickly ages you from the inside. Add a teaspoon to your coffee and you're giving your body a gentle anti-inflammatory signal before breakfast. Chaga and cordyceps bring antioxidant power and stamina. Chaga is loaded with polyphenols that scavenge free radicals, the same destructive molecules cacao fights, while cordyceps supports mitochondrial function and oxygen utilization. For seniors, that can mean more energy for walking, gardening, and the things that make life joyful. And practically, powdered mushrooms dissolve easily into coffee and are flavor neutral in many blends or add a gentle, earthy note to cacao blends. Take them daily. The changes aren't overnight, but within weeks you'll notice clearer thinking, steadier mood, fewer colds, and better sleep. Cinnamon powder, the sweet spice that outsmarts sugar. Now let's move on to something that almost everyone already has sitting in their kitchen cabinet, yet almost no one realizes its true power: cinnamon powder. If you're a senior who's struggling with blood sugar, energy crashes, or stubborn belly fat, you're about to fall in love with this humble spice. Because cinnamon doesn't just make your coffee taste delicious, it actually rewires the way your body processes sugar. Here's what I mean. As we age, our cells become resistant to insulin. That's the hormone that helps move sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy. The result? You feel tired, foggy, and hungry all the time, while excess sugar floats around damaging your blood vessels and brain cells. But cinnamon contains a group of powerful compounds called polyphenolic polymers that mimic insulin's effects. In plain English, it helps your cells absorb sugar more efficiently, keeping your blood sugar stable and your energy steady. One landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that just a small amount of cinnamon each day can lower fasting blood glucose and improve insulin sensitivity, especially in older adults. And that's not all. Cinnamon helps lower LDL cholesterol, supports circulation, and get this, it even acts as a natural antimicrobial, helping fight off some of the very same bacteria that irritate your gut and compromise your immune system. So when you sprinkle half a teaspoon of cinnamon into your morning coffee, you are doing three powerful things at once: stabilizing your blood sugar, reducing inflammation, protecting your heart. Now, before you rush to the store, a warning: not all cinnamon is created equal. The cheap stuff most people use, called cassia cinnamon, contains a compound called coumarin, which in large amounts can stress your liver. The real superstar is Ceylon cinnamon, also known as true cinnamon. It's gentler, safer, and actually more potent when it comes to metabolic benefits. And yes, seniors tell me all the time that once they switch to Ceylon cinnamon in their coffee, they notice fewer mid-morning energy crashes and a smoother sense of alertness that lasts for hours. Turmeric powder, the golden healer hiding in plain sight. Now, if you've ever seen that bright golden spice used in Indian cooking, you've already met one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories on earth: turmeric powder. And if you're a senior listening to this right now, I want you to lean in, because inflammation is the root of nearly every age-related disease we fear: most arthritis, heart disease, Alzheimer's, even certain cancers. Doctors often call it inflammaging. It's that slow, silent fire that smolders in your body for decades, burning through your joints, clouding your mind, and wearing out your immune system. But here's the shocker. You can pour water on that fire every single morning just by adding half a teaspoon of turmeric powder to your coffee. Why coffee? Because caffeine actually helps the key compound in turmeric, curcumin, cross the blood-brain barrier more effectively. So when you mix the two, you're not just waking up your body, you're protecting your brain. Curcumin is so potent, it's been shown in dozens of studies to rival some over-the-counter anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the side effects. It blocks the same inflammatory pathways that make your joints ache and your brain feel foggy. And it gets better. Curcumin boosts the activity of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a kind of growth hormone for your neurons. It literally helps your brain repair itself. For seniors, that means better memory, faster recall, and a lower risk of age-related cognitive decline. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Dr. Turmeric tastes strong. How do I actually drink that in coffee? Here's my favorite method. Add a small pinch, about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a dash of black pepper, and a splash of your MCT oil powder or collagen. The black pepper is crucial. It contains piperine, which increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. What you get is a rich golden brew, sometimes called a turmeric latte. It has a warm, earthy flavor and a glow that looks like sunshine in a cup. One humble spice, one powerful transformation. Your morning coffee could rewrite your aging story. So let's pause for a moment and look at what we've built together here today. Your morning coffee, something you probably reach for automatically every day, is no longer just a cup of caffeine. It's a daily ritual that can transform your body, your mind, and even the way you age. Here's the truth. Most seniors don't fit here. You don't fit, have to accept cognitive decline, creaky joints, low energy, or stubborn weight gain as normal aging. Your body still has the ability to repair itself, but you need to give it the right tools. And the right tools are not hidden in a prescription bottle. They're hiding in plain sight, in powders. You can mix into your morning coffee. Imagine waking up tomorrow, feeling energized, not groggy, walking to the mailbox without joint pain, remembering names, dates, and appointments without effort, feeling calmer, happier, and more resilient against stress and illness. This isn't a dream. This is what hundreds of my patients experience every day when they add these powders to their coffee. And here's the best part. It's easy, delicious, and sustainable. You don't have to overhaul your life. You don't have to run marathons or eat bland meals. You simply upgrade your cup of coffee. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, make your coffee your medicine. Start with 1 or 2 powders, MCT and collagen, for example, and watch how your body responds. Add the others slowly. Make it a ritual. Make it yours. Because seniors who take this simple step every day are not just living longer, they're living better. And that's the ultimate shocker. You already have the power to change the way you age, 1 cup of coffee at a time. So don't wait. Don't settle. Upgrade your coffee, upgrade your health, and start living the life you deserve. Remember, the fountain of youth isn't in a bottle, it's in your cup. Drink wisely, age gracefully, and most importantly, watch your body transform.